A first alert, police asking for help identifying a person of interest for a number of thefts in Menasha. Menasha police saying they received a number of calls on Wednesday in the area of Fritsch Street. People say someone entered their garages and vehicles and took a number of items. Security cameras captured videos of the man that you see right there walking up to garages and vehicles. If you recognize this man or have any information, you should contact your local authorities.